Brother, no brother, let me get in there, please.
Can you get somewhere that's loud? No, I'm not the liar. No, I'll get somewhere that's less loud.
Hi, Mr. Brad.
I'm not the liar.
Hi, Jay, let me in.
This guy is more knowledgeable than me on Quran and Hadith, then we don't really need to get into it anymore.
Come on, let's be like I can show it to you. See, so
Content over everything.
this is the story of Khidr. Do you know the prophet Khidr in the Quran? He was another prophet before Muhammad.
Kill the blasphemer!
Okay, so can we
Take
read
the
the Quran
blasphemer
together?
outside the camp
Okay.
and tell all
So,
those who heard him to lay their hand on his
This
head.
is Sahih International. That's the
Then let
it's
entire
translated by Saudi
community
Arabia,
stone him
basically.
to death. This is
By
Leviticus
this is who
24:10.
published it. Okay. So
Their Bible,
basically,
their Bible.
Khidr is talking to another person. So they set out until they embarked on a ship, and Khidr tore it open. This isn't the interesting part, but I'm giving you the full context. He said, Moses said, "Have you torn it open to drown its people? You have certainly done a grave thing." And Al-Khidr said, "Did I not say that with me you would never be able to have patience?" So he's saying, like, have patience with me, Moses. And Moses says, "Do you not blame me for what I forgot, and do not overwhelm me in my matter with difficulty." And then they continue on their journey. Okay, so they set out, Khidr and Moses, until they met a boy. He, Al-Khidr, killed him, like the boy. Moses said, "Have you killed a pure soul for other than having killed a soul? You have certainly done a deplorable thing." And Khidr said, "Did I not tell you that with me you would never be able to have patience?" So he's saying, like, have patience, I'll explain it later. And so they do something else a bit later. Like Khidr does another weird thing. He says, "If I should ask you about anything after this, then do not keep me as a companion. You have obtained from me an excuse." So they set out again, and this time until they come to a people of a town, and they ask its people for food, but they refuse to offer them hospitality. And they found in that town a wall about to collapse. So Khidr restored that wall, and Moses said, "If you wished, you could have taken for it a payment, like you could have been paid for restoring this wall." And so Khidr said, "This is the parting between me and you. I will inform you of the interpretation of that which you did not have patience." So he's about to explain himself. As for the ship, which he tore open, it belonged to poor people working at sea, so I intended to cause a defect in it, as there was after them a king who seized every good ship by force. So he's saying, like, I did this to kind of protect them, okay? And as for the boy, this is the part I'm interested in, and I think you should be interested in. As for the boy, his parents were believers, and we feared that he would overburden them by transgression and disbelief. So we intended that their Lord should substitute for them one better than him, like that boy, in purity and nearer to mercy. Okay? So this is a boy who kind of, in the future, he will, because he's a disbeliever, he'd like he'd maybe drag them into disbelief.
So this boy, they killed preemptively before he was able to do whatever he's going to do.
Yeah.
So apparently
They don't want to listen now.
Where he's going to do mass murders or something, so they preemptively killed him.
Yeah, but here's the question.
That's the time of Moses.
But here's the question: if he's a boy, couldn't you just separate him from his parents, or teach him not to cause trouble? Like, isn't killing him just like, because you know how Christians try and defend that thing about the Amalekites, where God says, like, exterminate them, every man, woman, child, woman and donkey, and even the babies. The way Christians defend it is that they say the Amalekites were persecuting the Israelites for hundreds of years, and so these babies would have continued the persecution of their parents. But clearly, like, that's not right, kind of to punish people preemptively.
With the sheep and the donkeys would have persecuted the Israelites as well.
No, not the sheep and donkeys.
They get killed?
Yeah, that's wrong. I agree with you that the Bible's wrong.
But
okay?
that part in the Quran, he's talking about the boy that got killed preemptively by Moses and Khidr, the prophet. They killed some little boy preemptively because they saw that in the future he's going to do mass murder.
Oh, they not Khidr. Wait. It's,
He's got the surah right there.
It's,
Yeah, I've got the surah, 18 and...
Moses and wait, I know this. Moses and Khidr. Yeah, and?
Yeah, so I'm asking, kind of, if it's a boy, he hasn't kind of attacked his parents, oppressed his parents, done anything bad to them yet.
Yes.
So rather than killing him when he isn't guilty of anything yet, isn't it better, if you know that he will cause harm in the future, isn't it better just to separate him from his parents?
No,
or
it's
teach
not
him,
what you think of this. God tells what in his wisdom, trying to teach Moses that God knows things beforehand.
Okay, but then the Christians could say the Christians could say that it's okay for them to kill the babies of the Amalekites in 1 Samuel 15 because in the future those babies will oppress the Israelites.
No,
why not?
The Amalekites got killed because their forefather did something.
Yeah, and Christians say that they'll continue doing
No.
Yes, they do. That's what they say.
It's wrong.
That's what they say.
How did they lie? I told you.
The
Amalekites, they didn't do anything.
No, the Amalekites
So
had
they
been
got
oppressing
killed
them.
and got stopped.
No, the Amalekites had been.
Their forefather did something.
No, and it had been continuing.
No.
That's what the Christians say.
No.
Anyway, I've explained this one to you. I hope you.
No.
Christianity to I've just read what it said and I've given my objection to it. You can think about. There's one more thing I want to show you.
You got the gold medal, the silver medal, and the bronze medal.
There's one more thing. No, there's one more thing. No, please, it's interesting. Okay. I mean, just please, one more thing.
Because he loves to prove that Quran is wrong and Quran is this. I don't care whatever he says, let him say.
Sorry. Okay, here it is.
He brings his understanding.
No. This is a printout from Sunnah.com.
Look
yes.
how
and
where he
it's,
goes to extremes.
Okay,
to
so
prove
it's from
wrong.
Sahih.
He prints stuff.
Sahih Bukhari. Okay, it's narrated by Abu Huraira, one of the companions of Muhammad, and it says, Allah's Messenger said, the Prophet Solomon once said, "Tonight I will sleep with 90 women, each of whom will bring forth a would-be cavalier who will fight in Allah's cause." On this, his companion said to him, "Say Allah willing, say inshallah."
Yeah.
But he did not say Allah willing. Solomon then slept with all the women, but none of them became pregnant, except one woman who later delivered a half man. A half man means a cripple, like someone deformed, yes? Okay. By him in whose hand Muhammad's soul is, if he, Solomon, had said, Allah willing, all his wives would have brought forth boys who would have fought in Allah's cause as cavaliers. Okay?
What do you understand in this?
Okay, so do you not see how Allah has punished a boy by making him be deformed because of the sin of Solomon? Like, isn't that unfair?
No.
Because the boy is innocent.
Do you know what's the lesson in this?
Well, tell me what you think the lesson is.
What do you get out of this as a lesson?
The lesson is to always say inshallah, yes.
Yeah.
But the other lesson though is that God is willing to inflict innocent children with deformities, like just because their parents didn't say inshallah.
Your understanding, you're commentating.
That's what happened.
You're commentating on that. But here the lesson for us is...
How can you deny it?
No, I'm not denying. I'm saying the lesson is here to say inshallah in everything.
No, but
that was the lesson.
Okay, but you can't just ignore injustice.
What injustice?
The injustice is that the baby is innocent, and yet God has punished him by making him deformed because his parents...
No, you're saying deformed. He's saying half man.
Half man means deformed. What are you talking about?
How do you know that?
Because in Arabic, half man means deformed.
Where is it?
Are you familiar with Arabic? Do you speak it? You're Afgan, yes?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, so I'm telling you that Arabic speakers would understand half man to be deformed.
Do you speak Arabic?
I've spoken to people who speak Arabic.
No, do you speak Arabic?
I've asked Arabic speakers about this.
Do you speak Arabic?
No, but I've
Do you understand Arabic?
No, but I've asked Arabic speakers about this. Who speaks Arabic?
Can you read Arabic?
Does anyone here speak Arabic?
I told you.
Anyone? Does anyone here speak Arabic?
That from their stomach will take the meaning
anyway,
of anything
I
anyhow.
hope... So, just to show you again, This is from Sahih al-Bukhari. You can go onto sunnah.com, search 90 wives, and you'll be able to read it. And I think you should ask if things like this invalidate Christianity. You should apply the same standard of justice to Islam. And because I think all of us should try and uphold a high standard of justice. We shouldn't be like, here's your standard of justice, here's our standard.
What is the sin that you mentioned? You mentioned the sin. What is the sin?
So the sin is that... I'll read, shall I read this out?
No. I just want to...
Okay, the sin is that because Solomon did not say inshallah...
That's why you got that wrong.
No, it is.
No, that's not because of that.
Yes, it is.
The meaning he said inshallah...
Yeah, he said inshallah.
No. You're not...
No, listen.
The 2 points are not related.
They are related. No, I'll explain how they are related.
No. I understand Arabic.
Okay, you go first.
I'll make your point.
Okay, cool.
The point is that he wants to make everything that Allah wills is with His permission. The sin is not because He didn't say inshallah. If I don't say inshallah about something, I'm not sinning. Allah wants to prove a point that everything is with His permission.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. You do whatever you want. You prepare whatever. You got an exam. You said, I'm going to 100%. 100% I'm going to get it. Yeah? But the point he's making is everything is with the permission of Allah. You will be the brightest if Allah, God wants you to fail without His permission. Okay. You will fail. There's nothing to do with sin here at all. Okay. It's not. Okay. So the two events that happened has nothing to do.
No, they do have something to do.
No. If somebody,
it says right here.
I'm going to make one point. One more point.
Excuse me. I let you.
One more point and I'll let you go.
Okay. What's the one more point?
If somebody is born disabled, it's not because of sin of someone.
Well, in this case, it is.
No, it isn't.
No,
it has nothing to do with it.
You've made your point. Let me explain why. Let me explain why both your points are wrong. Okay. So,
show me. We said because of the sin, he's disabled.
Okay. By him in whose hands Muhammad's soul is. If he, Solomon, had said Allah willing, all his wives would have brought forth boys, and they would have fought in Allah's cause as cavaliers.
Where is the sin?
So,
show me
because,
the sin.
Excuse me, let me finish my explanation. I let you finish your explanation.
Okay.
So because Solomon did not say inshallah, as a result, the wives he had sex with did not become pregnant, and one of them delivered a half man. Delivered a deformed baby.
Show me the word sin.
Well, it doesn't matter if you call it a sin. It
does.
Because it doesn't matter.
Because you say it.
No. It's cause and effect. It's cause and effect. Even if you don't want to call it, even if you don't want to use the word sin, it's cause and effect.
To make a point. No, because he wanted.
Yeah, Allah made.
Allah.
What do you mean? So what if he made him a half man? That's evil. That's evil. That's evil and unfair. That's injustice. I'm using my common sense. Use your sense of justice.
So all the disabled. Excuse me.
Like why?
God's law, and you're not making. Excuse me.
That's sad because to Christians you say your scripture is unjust, and then when I show you injustice in your scripture, you deny it and you say, so what? So what? How can I speak to you people? How can you use your sense of integrity? And I'm upset that you will not. I'm upset because you're not using justice. You're ignoring justice.
You're upset.
I want you to use the same standards that you use to Christians. That's it. I want you to use the same standards that you use to Christians.
Your scripture is wrong.
I don't follow Christianity, so what are you talking about?
So why are you defending them?
I'm not. I'm saying you should apply the same standard. You shouldn't be hypocritical. Right now you're being a hypocrite.
So you're saying disability is a punishment?
Yeah, in this case it is.
You got it completely wrong.
No, you're just denying.
You're like disabled. Have you got Christian disabled?
Yes, I'm not Christian, so why are you talking about Christian disabled?
Any human being can be disabled.
In this case, Allah made someone disabled because his father didn't say inshallah. That's the fact.
Where is it? Show me.
I'll read it again from the beginning. This is Sahih al-Bukhari 6639, and the English reference is Sahih al-Bukhari, book 78, hadith 634. Okay, narrated Abu Huraira. Allah's messenger said the Prophet Solomon. Other people haven't heard this. Okay,
no.
Don't interrupt me. Excuse me. Don't interrupt me. Allah's messenger said the Prophet Solomon once said, "Tonight I will sleep with 90 women. Each of them. So tonight I will sleep with 90 women. Each of whom will bring forth a would-be cavalier who will fight in Allah's cause." On this, his companion said to him, "Say Allah willing." But he did not say Allah willing. Solomon then slept with all the women, but none of them became pregnant. but one woman who later delivered a half man. That a half man means someone who's disabled, crippled, deformed. By him in whose hand Muhammad's soul is, if he, Solomon, had said, Allah willing, all his wives would have brought forth boys, and they would have fought in Allah's cause as cavaliers, okay? So because Solomon did not say Allah willing, Allah caused a boy to be disabled. And that's unjust. That's causing someone to have a disability because of what his parent did. It's Sahih. It's rated Sahih. Okay, I'm glad that you reject injustice. Okay, shall I? Okay, can I show you injustice in the Quran as well then? Why not? I can't quite hear you, sir. Yeah.
Verses from the Quran, you have to explain the reasons of the revelation. You have to explain the interpretation and bring hadith alongside it to explain the stance of the verse. You can't just bring a verse and say, oh, look, it says go kill the Muslim, go kill the non-Muslims.
Okay, I won't apply my own interpretation. I'll just read what the Quran says and it explains itself. Is that fair? Okay, can I read you some of the Quran? Do you want to come closer and read it with me? Okay. Alright then. So I'll read the surah that I showed someone else earlier. Okay. It's a little bit long, so this is the story of Khidr and Moses in the Quran, okay? So Khidr and Moses are two prophets, yes, both before Muhammad. And they're both prophets from God. And Khidr and Moses go on a journey. Okay, and I'll start reading their journey. Okay. And they found a servant from amongst our servants, which means Khidr, to whom we had given mercy from us and had taught him from us certain knowledge. So Khidr is a prophet. Okay. This is Surah 18, verses 65 onwards. No, I'm not Christian. No, I think Christianity is wrong too. Okay, so verse 66. Verse 66.
Christianity is what?
Wrong. And so is Islam.
Did you get that?
I thought it's Islam, you said.
Yeah.
Did you get that?
Yeah. Excuse me. Please don't. Excuse me. I'm reading out the Quran. Please don't. No, I'm agnostic. Okay, so Moses said to him. No. So Moses said to him, "May I follow you on the condition that you teach me what you have been taught of sound judgment?" And he said, Khidr said, "Indeed. With me you will never be able to have patience. And how can you have patience for what you do not encompass in knowledge?" So Moses said, "You will find me, if Allah wills, patient, and I will not disobey you in any order." He said, "Then if you follow me, do not ask me about anything." You know the whole thing. Okay, I'll just get straight to the point then, okay? So they set out, Khidr and Moses, until they met a boy, and Khidr killed him. Moses said, "Have you killed a pure soul for other than having killed a soul? You have certainly done a deplorable thing." And so Khidr explains it. He says, "As for the boy, his parents were believers, and we feared that he would overburden them by transgression and disbelief. So we intended that their Lord should substitute for them one better than him in purity and nearer to mercy." The point is that this is a boy who has not committed a sin yet, and yet, because Allah sees that this boy will commit sin in the future, He kills him when he's still innocent. Okay? And no, wait, I haven't made the point fully yet. So the point is, if Allah is good and just, why does He not simply separate the boy from his parents, or why doesn't He teach the boy when he's a child not to do evil? How can a child be a terrorist? How can it says a boy? It says a boy. How can a boy be a terrorist? No, I don't know Arabic. It's Surah 18, chapter 18, verses 65 to 82. No, he's not in his 20s. No, he's not. Okay. Let's check. Are you sure he's in? He's not in his 20s. It's Surah chapter 18, verses 65 to 82. I'll go to the word-by-word translation of the Quran.
He says that the one that they killed was a baby. I'm saying Ghulam means a youth. Someone who's and he's telling me, I'm not Ghulam.
Yeah, Gulaman. Yeah, Gulaman.
Ghulam, what's Ghulam?
Gulaman.
It doesn't mean a baby. It means someone who's 20.
It means a boy.
Someone is a youngster.
It means a boy. Yeah, a youngster.
In this country, when the government finds a youth, so when the government here finds a youth who's planning to commit a terrorist attack, what would they do to him?
They wouldn't kill him, would they?
They would do that if he was about to commit.
No, only if he was a boy and he still hadn't started it. So they just arrest him. They'd arrest him first. They'd only shoot him if they couldn't prevent harm any other way. And that shows that the British security forces have more justice and mercy than Allah. That shows that the British security forces have more justice and mercy than Allah. Apply what context? This boy hasn't committed the crime yet. Yes, and so they killed him before. No, he wasn't. No, he said they're talking about in the future. They're talking about in the future. It says in the Quran. Yeah, in the tafsir. In Ibn Kathir, it says the same thing. Which interpretation? Which interpretation? Which interpretation do you accept? Which interpretation? You just said interpretation, so which one? No.
You haven't heard of it?
No, but how widely accepted is it?
It was accepted by, I don't know, like a lot of Muslims.
So like the most accepted tafsirs are Ibn Kathir and Tafsir Tabari. Those are the two highest rated. Are you Shia?
I am a Shia.
Okay. Sorry, but most of the things I'm talking about are kind of geared towards Salafi Muslims because, yeah, I know that you're not a Salafi,
Don't
but
generalize it. Don't say all Muslims.
no, but
When you come here,
no, I didn't. I just showed what was in the Quran and a Sahih Hadith. So you don't accept Sahih Hadith from Al-Bukhari.
Seriously.
Okay, but I know. If you can see in the Bible that there's injustice, you should be able to see injustice in the Quran because this sounds unjust. Because we can all agree that the boy hasn't, hurt his parents, oppressed his parents yet. It's talking about in the future, and yet he's being punished for a crime he hasn't committed yet.
how do you know he hasn't committed any crime?
Because it's talking about in the future.
He did commit some crimes in the past. That's what
That's not why he's being killed, though.
He's getting killed because he's going to do something in the future. He's going to commit a terrorist act.
You're off today.
Okay.
That's why he got killed.
All right. Okay. I've shown the evidence I wanted to show. I think if you think about it a bit more, you'll see that it sounds unjust to me. That's all I'm saying. Well, I think to an open-minded person, it will sound unjust as well.
You're open-minded, good for you.
Well, it's good to be rational, not closed-minded, not dogmatic.
Have I said anything wrong?
Well, I know it sounds like you're being sarcastic about being.
Good for you,
I mean, I know. Okay.
What do you want me to say?
Yeah. It sounds like you're being sarcastic.
Good for you.
It sounds sarcastic, but okay. If you meant it sincerely, then great.
Good for you.
Yeah. Thank you for your sincere, praises. Okay. All right. That's cool, man.
Whatever you think is rational, good for you. What else I can say? If you say good, you're bad. If you say bad, you're bad. With these laws, it doesn't work anything.
Content over everything. From your family.
Man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV.
Listen. Tell us, what do you think, from your perspective, is going to happen on Tuesday night?
Tuesday night, the government's going to lose. What's going to happen? I think it's unlikely the Conservative Party will split sufficiently to get a vote of no confidence through. Although Corbyn's going to move one by the sound of it.
I think it's a foolish move he's doing.
I don't think it's a foolish move. I mean, and it's part